Hey everyone, welcome back to Risa Does Makeup. You clicked on this video because you are expecting a review of the new Tarte Face Tape Liquid Foundation, and lo and behold, that's what you're gonna get. This is not a first impressions video. I have been using this foundation for about a week. I've tried different methods of application. I've tried it with a primer, without a primer. So before I get into my review, I want to give those of you that are new a little background on me and my skin. I have oily skin, very oily skin. So I personally look for long wearing, pore smoothing, and medium to full coverage. This foundation comes in 50 shades. It retails for $39 for slightly over an ounce, 1.01 ounces. It does have a pump, which is something that I really like. It does have a slight sort of citrusy scent, which some people might find off-putting. I don't mind it, and I don't feel like it lingers once the foundation is applied to your skin. As most of you probably already know, this foundation came out as a replacement for the disaster that was the Shape Tape Foundation last year. Everybody knows about the Shape Tape Concealer. So many people love it. I've talked about it often. I talk about it often on my channel, and it's established itself as being a cult favorite concealer. And people were so excited about the launch of the Shape Tape Foundation. However, the shade range was abysmal, to say the least. There was a huge backlash against the company and this product. So thankfully, Tarte listened to what the consumers were saying, and this is their attempt to make things right. While it might be too little too late for some, and if that's you, you are entitled to your feelings, to your opinions. I feel that Tarte did the right thing, and I don't feel like it's ever too late to do the right thing, because if we don't give people credit for changing, or at least support their wanting to change, then they're gonna think, well, what is the point in my changing? If I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. I don't wanna get too much further into this because everyone has very, very strong opinions on all sides. So I think that's enough talking. Let's get into my demo and review. So for this demonstration, I decided to do half my face using this primer from Cover FX. I had never used it before. It's their Mattifying primer. And I put that on the left side of my face. And now I am taking a half a pump of the foundation. I put it on the back of my hand. I'm applying it with my Stansout Beauty Sponge. This is like a memory foam sponge. I've spoken about it in a lot of my videos. I really, really like it. And look at that full coverage. Oh, I should tell you the shade. I am using medium sand. I tried on light medium sand, but I've been self-tanning a lot more often, so I thought that the medium sand would be a little bit better. And it is a tad yellow, but I think it works. I was really struggling to get the product to stick to my nose, to the large pores and broken capillaries around my nose. This foundation does take quite a while to set, but it does give pretty amazing coverage. This was only about 10 minutes after I did the demo. Once I had put on the rest of my makeup, I wanted to show you what it looked like in natural light using my iPhone. So here I am in my car about 5 hours later. I was running some errands, and yes, I do run errands with my hair looking this bad, but my makeup looked okay, and the foundation looked really good. On the days that I wasn't recording for this video, but I was wearing this foundation, I would blot at this point, and it would look freshly applied. So now we've come to the 12-hour point, and as you can see, it has worn off a little bit around my nose, the T-zone area, but everywhere else, the coverage did stay. So now I quickly want to run through Tarte's claims about this foundation and give you my opinion on whether or not they were true. So the first claims are that it's long wearing, full coverage with a natural matte finish. I would agree, yes, it's long wearing, it's definitely full coverage, and it does have a matte finish. I don't know if I would use the word natural, but it's definitely a matte finish. Transfer proof, waterproof, and sweat proof. Unfortunately, I cannot say if it's waterproof or sweatproof because I don't exercise in my makeup. It's freezing here in Las Vegas. I would have to try this out in the summer. Then I could really tell you whether or not it was sweatproof, because even if I go from my air-conditioned house to my air-conditioned car, there's always a few moments where I'm sweating profusely because it is 110 degrees here in the summer. But I didn't have any instances to test out that, so I'm sorry, I can't tell you if that's true. But I did feel like it was transfer proof. I took a tissue, I should have recorded that, but I did take a tissue to my face and really nothing came off except for my oils. Also written on the Ulta website, which by the way, just like the Shape Tape Concealer, is the only brick and mortar store you can find this product at. It says, based on a consumer perception study, 100% said it helped minimize the appearance of pores. I don't feel like the foundation minimized my pores. As you saw in that demo, I have very, very large pores, and I will say that when I used my Benefit Porefessional underneath it one day, I've tried different primers, and clearly the cover effects didn't do so well as far as pore smoothing, but with my Hourglass Veil and with my Benefit Porefessional, I did have more of a pore smoothing effect. But the foundation alone, I didn't find that it minimize the appearance of pores. So I am clearly not part of that 100%. 100% said it covered dark spots, redness, and imperfections. Yes, I mean, it is some serious coverage there. 97% said it helped skin look smoother. Yes, except for, the pore issue. 94% said it made skin look natural and healthier. All right, here's where we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of my review here. Natural, it is not, in my opinion. If you like flawless, full coverage on a day-to-day basis, then this is your product. You will absolutely love this. Or if you're looking for just an evening out foundation, one that you just reach for when you have a special occasion and you want full flawless coverage, it would be great for that too. For the majority of my viewers who are more mature, 35 and up, I think regardless of if you have oily skin or not, I think that this is almost too much coverage. And this is one of those foundations where the application method makes a big difference and the powder makes a big difference. The powder that I found worked best with this foundation was the Huda Beauty baking powder. I tried some of my other powders that I like the Lancome and like the Too Faced Peach Perfect, and they were too makeup-y. Those powders on top of this foundation just made it look very makeup-y and very cakey. So be careful what powder you use to set this foundation. And you do really need to use a powder to set it because it does remain pretty tacky for a while. So some people actually dislike when a foundation sets too quickly because you don't have enough time to blend. But this one is sort of the opposite. It takes too long, in my opinion, to set. It remains, as I said, tacky for a little bit longer than I would like. So you do have to set it. Now, if you have dry, mature skin and you so kindly are watching this video anyway, I would be very, very careful with this foundation because I think that it would probably settle into some fine lines because anytime you have really, really full coverage, you run the risk of it settling more into those fine lines. So I would recommend a good smoothing primer underneath as well. I was talking about my pore issue, but also if you have more fine lines, wrinkles, I've spoken about many times the Strivectin smoothing primer. I really, really like that one. I think it works great. I think that would be a good combo, but I'm still not 100% sure that this is going to be the foundation for you. I'm going to end this review by saying this. If you have oily skin and you really like full coverage, flawless looking foundation, then you will most likely really like this. Just be sure to use, if you have large pores like me, a good pore smoothing primer and play around with the powders you set it with. But be warned that it is a little makeup-y and can easily go cakey if you use the wrong powder or if you use too much. I do like this foundation. It will be added to my rotation, but I will probably save it for more of an evening going out type of thing. Now, if you're someone who is used to wearing a tinted moisturizer or a really lightweight foundation like a Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua, something just real skin-like that lets your maybe freckles come through, you will most likely not like this product. So I think that covers everything. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review and found it helpful. If you did, I always appreciate you giving the video a thumbs up and leaving me a comment. And please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I do try to upload at least twice a week. You can also find me on Instagram and Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Everything is under the same name. It's all Risa Does Makeup. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.